Hello, today I'm going to show you resources that are available through our school to help you in the classroom and to help students in the classroom. The first one I'm going to discuss is a database that the school subscribes to called Discovery Education. I know some teachers use it already, but several of you maybe haven't had a chance to find out more about it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you today what that's all about. They have some really excellent features that you can use in the classroom. So your username is your school email. And we have Clever to use to log in. So you're going to sign in with Clever. And then you'll re-enter your credentials. And since I'm not on a school computer, maybe it's not going to work like that for me. So I'm going to enter the password, which is Tigers with a capital T, 123. And then that takes you to this. There are boxes up at the top, and all of these things have excellent information and things that you can use. Right now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to create a classroom. So you're going to go to My Classrooms, and you'll click on Classrooms. And you can see I have classrooms already added. It's really easy to add a classroom, and there's a great feature here because there is a school roster. And you can just add things directly from there. So and since I don't need the whole school, I'm going to go ahead and click on Students, and I'm going to put Add Student from Roster, and then all the students are going to be listed here. So I'll just start with the first three. You just come over here to Add, and you can see they're in alphabetical order by the last name, and then it also has the grade, so it makes it easy to find the kids. Make sure that it has this long username and a student ID, because these are old ones that I added last year, and now since we have Clever and we have a new system, they look a little different. So make sure that it has this student ID and this username. And so that's how you add students. Very, very super easy. So I'm going to go over here and show you what a classroom looks like. This is my theater classroom, and these are my students. And if you create assignments, you can see here if they've turned it in and if they turned it in on time. So that's a pretty awesome feature. I'm going to come up here to the D to take me back to the main page, and I'm going to show you how to create content. So if you're going along and you search something up, let's see, we're doing a musical theater in my theater class right now. So I'm going to go ahead and look up musical theater, and I'm going to see what videos look like they might be helpful. Let's say there's several things here. So I'm going to go up here, and it talks about the songs in musical theater. So I'm going to click on that and pretend I watched the video, I like it, so I can do a quick add or I can save it to my content. I'm going to go ahead and save it to my content. And it's my theater class, so I'm going to pop it in there and hit add. And so that's added to my content. And so I can go back and see what I've saved, and then I can pop it into an activity or an assignment. So when you scroll down, there's a teacher's guide for a lot of these. And this is awesome because it's a whole lesson that you can use. It's got questions, the objectives, materials you need, what you need to do, so the procedures and the assessment, vocabulary, everything's right there. So if you're running short on time or you're not exactly sure what lesson you need, you can go here and find information. You can assign it directly from here. Which is pretty cool. Let's just pretend we're doing this. Select my class. And I can assign it directly from Discovery Education. That is kind of hard for them to get to, so sometimes I will go ahead and assign it directly to Classroom, which you can do that as well, which that's pretty easy. And again, you just pick your class, you create an assignment, and it's right there. The link is right there. So that works out pretty well. And then you can just hit assign. So that is super easy to do on that end. And then we're going to go back up here to the D, and you can create a quiz. You can go to Studio and see all the assignments that you've created. You can go to Assessment Builder, and you can create an assignment in there or a test in there as well. This Explore I love because it's got ready-to-use activities. You don't have to do anything, and it's the same with the interactives. You don't have to do anything. You can scroll down, and this is one that I really like. It's a Veterans Day activity, and everything's right there. And students can just click on these things, and it's ready for them. So that is a really great feature, and it's got questions embedded in here as well. So they can ask those questions, and you can assign that. Also, it has standards. If there's something that you are teaching and you like, oh, I gotta see what those standards are, or I know what I'm looking for and I just have to find it. So they're all here, and they're all, if you look up here, it's for the state of Missouri. So they're all Missouri standards. And so there's different things that you can click on, and it'll tell you what the standards are, and it will take you to activities and videos that have those standards in them already. So when we have to do that unit of instruction, that really comes in handy. And then there's more educator supports as well right here. So there's so much information and so many great things you can use, and it really doesn't take very much time to use this resource. If you have questions on Discovery Education, please ask me. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the library page and show you some other resources that we have. So the Discovery Education link is right here. We also have Sora, which is a database of ebooks and audiobooks that students can use. You will have to log in. You just have to find our school, and it will log you in. And if you're looking for a certain book, you can type it in up here. Let's see, I'm going to look for books on Thanksgiving, since Thanksgiving is coming up. And these are books on Thanksgiving, and it tells you right here if it's available. It's like a regular library in that you have to kind of check out the books, and sometimes they're not available. But these, if it says borrow, that means it's available for checkout. So I'm going to go ahead and click on borrow this one to show you how it looks when you are checking out a book. This here, so you click over here and it shows you the pages.
'Twas the night before a school day, and all across town a big storm began with care.
Okay, so this one is reading it to them.
A waterproof pair. What?
So that's a feature too. Sometimes it will read it to them, sometimes you have to read it to them. And if you need to change the font, or if you need to make some contrast for kiddos that have dyslexia, you can do that there, or problems reading, you can do that there. So that's a pretty good feature. So that is Sora. And then I'm going to go ahead back to the library page and show you our database. This is a database for students K through 12. And what's great about using this these databases, these are through MoreNet, and our school subscribes to them. The database is called Explora. What's great about this is when students Google something, who knows what information they're going to get. Anybody can put anything on Google. So these are all vetted, good resources that students can use. And the information's going to be accurate. So I'm going to go ahead and look up Thanksgiving, see what pops up. One of the things I really like about this is you can put filters on, students can put filters on, and so it will go to date range. So if you need something that's pretty current, and then the Lexile range. So nobody's going to know if students are changing their reading levels here or their Lexile. So if you have students that are kind of low readers, they can click to where it's only going to be articles that are on their level. And then you can also go to specific publications that you want to use. So here's some on that reading level. So, okay, I think I'm going to go with the Encyclopedia, Highlights, Boys Life, and Cricket. And I'm going to look through those magazines. And so then the only articles that they're going to be able to access are ones that are on their reading level. And it tells you if it's an article, or this one's a short story. So I'm going to go to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and I'm going to click on that article, and it tells you all the information. So that's a pretty good resource. And you can get the PDF, and it will download, and they can read the PDF. So that is Explora, and that can be accessed through our library page. We also have a school YouTube channel, and it's got in here, I don't know, some of you a couple years back read stories for World Read Aloud Day, and those are all here. So if you're looking for something to put at a center in your classroom or a book to share with your students, those are listed here. And then we also have Epic, which most of you may have that in your classroom already, but that's more books that students can read. And we also have all of the Missouri State Award nominees for the year. Mark Twain, if you click on that, it goes through and it tells you a little bit about what the book is about. And if you click on the book cover, it will take you to book trailers for those books. And Mark Twain is for students in 4th through 6th. And then we also have the Truman, which is for students in grades 6 through 9, and we have the Gateways, which is 9 through 12. I encourage you to have students read these books. Librarians read books, narrowed the list down for the reader selectors, which was a list of 25, and then students, teachers, parents, whoever could read those books, and then the list is narrowed down to the 12 to 15 nominees for the year. So those are all good books. Some other resources I have listed here. This is Fact Monster, Wonderopolis, and Almanac for Kids. These are some internet safety games that I have. And so these are all some resources that students can use. We also have Storyline Online as a resource here too. So, and then now I'm going to show you Destiny, which is our library catalog. And you can go in here and find books to see if we have a book in here. Your students can use this. So like if you want to see if we have a certain book before you send a student down for it, or they can look it up and it'll tell you if we have the book, and then it tells you if it's available or not. So we also have some digital resources, and if you click on Destiny Discover, you can look for a certain book through here too, but it also has other resources that are available that I've popped in here. let's see. Yeah, right here it has learning resources. So instead of students having to research and go online, try to find something, they're all right here.